very good morning students. Today we will continue with our history 7th chapter, India during the Maurya period. In this we will see the Emperor Ashoka's work for the spread of religion. Emperor Ashoka's work for the spread of religion. Ashoka had embraced Buddhism. Now here embrace means what? Accepted. He had convened the third religious council on Buddhism at Patliputra. Ashoka sent his own son Mahendra and daughter Sanghamitra to Sri Lanka for the spread of Buddhism. He also sent Buddha bhikkhus to West Asia and Central Asia for spreading the Buddhism. He also built many stupas and viharas. Here stupas means what, student? A dome shaped building, and vihara means what? A Buddhist temple. I will show you in this next slide. See, this is a stupas, dome shape, and vihara. Here this is a Buddhist temple. Public welfare activities. Emperor Ashoka laid stress on the creation of facilities for the welfare of the people. So, what are the facilities we will see here? For example, he made provisions for the free medicines and medical treatment for people as well as for animals. He built many roads and planted trees for shade on both sides of the roads. He dug wells and built dharmashalas. So, he provided the facility like free medicine, medical treatment, then built roads, planted trees and wells. He dug wells also and built dharmashalas for the people. Administration during the Maurya period. Patliputra was the capital of the Maurya Empire. For the sake of administrative convenience, the empire was divided into 4 regions, each with its own capital. First was Eastern region, Toshali, it is in Odisha. Western region, Ujjaini, it is in Madhya Pradesh. Southern region, Suvarnanagari, Kanakgiri in Karnataka. Northern region, Takshashila, it is in Pakistan. So, during the Maurya period, Patliputra was the capital, and to run the administration, so they divided its empire in 4 these regions. There was a council of ministers which advised the king in matters of administration. There were many officers working at different levels. There was an efficient intelligence service which kept an eye on the administration and on the movements of enemies. So, there was an intelligence service also which kept an eye on the movements of the enemies. Life of the people during the Maurya period. During the Maurya period, agriculture production had great importance. So, that time also agriculture was a main important thing. Trade and other occupations had also prospered well, not only agriculture but also trade and other occupations also. There were many occupations like carving and engraving on ivory, weaving and dyeing clothes and metalwork. Black glaze pottery was also produced. Shipbuilding was carried out on a large scale. In metalwork, the technology of making articles of other metals as well as those of iron had developed. So, all these things were also there in the Maurya period. Different festivals and functions were celebrated in villages and towns. Dance and music concert were Dance and music concerts were a part of entertainment. Wrestling bouts and chariot race were popular, and so were board games and chess. Chess was called as Ashtapad. So all these were the games also been played that time in Maurya periods. The Lion Capital. Art and literature. During the period of Emperor Ashoka, the art of rock cut sculptures was promoted. The pillars erected by Ashoka are excellent specimens of Indian sculpture. There are excellent carving of animals like lion, elephant, bull on bull on these pillars. The chakra or wheel on Ashoka pillar at Sarnath has a place of honor on the Indian flag. Right now I have shown you that the lion capital, that is the Ashoka's pillar at Sarnath, had a place of honor on the Indian flag. The pillar has lion on all sides, but only 3 are visible from front. Obviously, when we see that lion capital, the 3 face of the lions can be visible. This is the official seal of the government of India. You can see that seal also on our coin, Indian coin also, students. The cave sculpture at Barber Hills carved during the period of Ashoka are well known. These caves are in Bihar. They are the oldest cave sculpture in India. See, a cave at Barber. This is a cave. It is there in your textbook also. After the death of Emperor Ashoka, the Maurya Empire began to decline. After the Mauryas, many new states and some empires also emerged in India. The Maurya Empire was the largest empire in ancient India. Now, after the death of Ashoka's, Maurya began to decline. Slowly they began to decline, and after that, many new states and some empires also emerged in India. In next chapter, we shall discuss the political and culture happening in the past Maurya, post Maurya period. So, this was chapter number 7. I have completed here. Based on this, already I had given you the PDF and one extra PDF of fill in the blanks also I am giving with this video. So, that also you need to write in your history notebook. So, this much for today. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.